The Congress of South African Trade Unions is expected, of course, to commence with their national strike action, which is expected to disrupt many sectors across the country. Among the union's demands are better pay and an end to corruption. The South African Federation of Trade Unions will also take place in that strike. We've got two reporters watching things for us this morning. Malungelo Booi is in the capital for us, but first let's start with Sipha Kema, who's in Bloemfontein, which I imagine is, where things are likely to begin. Sipha still looks a bit quiet this morning. One wonders how much longer this quiet or stillness before the storm will last.
Well, and just only a few more hours, of course, until, as you mentioned, the strike will commence here outside COSATU House. Well, we are expecting a motorcade to actually move along through Bloemfontein. I'll just give you the streets that will be affected just now, and also how this strike action is going to take place. But first, let's start with the reasons, of course, why this is happening. We know that on Monday, COSATU held a media briefing where they were giving us the reasons why they've decided to actually take action and also urge their members to stay at home during this time. Now, they're urging members to stay at home because we are still, of course, dealing with the pandemic, and they want to ensure that their members are safe, but also to keep within the regulations and the number of people that will be out on the street. Now, we are expecting 60 cars to take part in this motorcade, and each car should have at least a maximum of 3 passengers inside. And also they'll be moving, of course, along Harrison Street. Now, this is how it's going to go. They're going to start off right outside here at COSATU House, move along Harrison Street towards, of course, the Chamber of Commerce in Newtown, and then head on over to the Premier's office, which, of course, that's where they are expected to be stationed throughout the day. And they are hoping, of course, to hand over a memorandum. Now, we spoke to the General Secretary on Monday, who said that they do have a list of demands, of course, that they are expecting to be resolved with immediate effect, such as, the issue surrounding Eskom, the working conditions, and also better pay. That's what they are looking into.
Right, and that's the context, of course, from COSATU House in Bloemfontein. Malungelo Booi is in the capital city in Tshwane for us. Where you're at, Malu, is seen as the seat of government, the administrative center of the country, and it's at least from that end that your positionality is important this morning.
That's right. In fact, we're at Burgers Park, Ayanda, and this is the meeting point, really, of where those that will be taking part in this strike will start together. We're expecting them to start together at around 8:30 to 9 o'clock. From there on, then, Ayanda, they're targeting 2 departments here in Pretoria. That's the Department of Labour and Employment, and as well as the Department of National Treasury. Some of the issues, really, that those who will be taking part in this strike want to raise with government is the issue of unemployment and also the issue of corruption. Those are 2 major issues, that as the nation we're currently grappling with. And of course, this strike comes just a few days when the President Cyril Ramaphosa, announced on Sunday, when in fact he was launching that Booi Kloof development, that he will be releasing the country's economic recovery plan, and part of that plan, it is expected to address the issue of unemployment. And of course, we saw Stats SA about a week ago releasing those job numbers, where in the second quarter of the year we saw that 2.2 million people lost their jobs, and those numbers, came at a time when the country was already facing an unemployment crisis. We know already that unemployment in this country was at around 29.1%.
All right, Malungelo Booi, thanks very much for bringing us that much-needed context. Malungelo Booi live to us from Burgers Park in the capital city, plus Sipha Kema live to us there from Bloemfontein in the city centre. Major developments that we're expecting throughout the course of today, of course, as we count down to that all-important stay away. We'll stick with that story as we give you those developments throughout the course of the day.